back to Inside Scoop, live from the CNET stage. This is Achin Bhowmik, and he has brought, he's with Intel, and this is the Segway personal transport by the company Ninebot, and it also is not just a personal, transportation device, but it's also a robot.
Yes.
And that's where the Intel magic comes in too, right? Yes. All right, so can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes, so you are all familiar with the transporters. We all love them.
Yeah.
Right? We take them to the park and we take a little ride. But what's new about this is addition of human-like sensing and understanding with Intel RealSense technology.
Okay.
So I actually brought a little goodie to show you here to your audience. You are showing it for the first time today.
Oh, you get that, everyone? This is premiering on CNET.
So there's the special Intel RealSense module that's specially designed for robots and drones. And with this, the robots and machines are able to see the world in 3 dimensions, understand the world, recognize humans, follow them, and then navigate by itself, so it doesn't run into things.
So when you're not riding it, this transforms into a robot around the house, and the robot uses this technology to not run into things because it can understand and process quickly that there is a table there, a wall there,
yes.
And what else can it do besides just know that there's a wall in front of it?
Right. So let me explain some use models of why you'd care,
sure.
why you'd love such a device.
Yeah.
So besides being transporter, let's say you have taken it to the park and you want to take a little walk.
Oh, look, our robot's is blinking, he's waking up.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, so it's transforming itself from being a transporter into a personal robot.
Yeah.
So when you are in a park and you want to take a little walk, the robot can recognize you and follow you like your dog does.
Recognize me, Bridget.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it will not just follow anybody else random and walk out, but it'll actually stay locked on you and follow you like your dog does today, right? So that's in the park. Imagine in the home.
Yeah.
So as a personal robot in the home, it's able to go and answer the doorbells for you and recognize who's there because you have trained that robot to recognize your friends, right? Your personal little robot. It can help you carry luggage or heavier weights. A lot of different things that you want a personal robot to do.
Do you want to answer in your door?
I don't
meeting your friends?
Can you expand on that? Because to me, that would, freak out my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, imagine the future where you are letting people in because you know them, because you recognize them.
Right.
So now if the robot can perform the same function with very high accuracy, it's able to recognize people, and you have given them permission to come in.
I guess if you know you're having a party and people are coming over, you don't have to stand by the door all the time. It could be
okay.
like your little Jarvis.
So I guess I would be okay with.
Well, we all got familiar with a little pet dogs in our homes or cats.
Yeah.
Very soon, I'm sure that we'll get very familiar with having personal robots in our homes as well.
All right, so it recognizes my buddy, it recognizes, all these people. What about somebody it doesn't recognize? Can it zap them?
So, so this robot has been designed to be friendly, not to be doing something harm.
No force, no
harm,
excessive
no
force,
harm,
okay.
No, but it will simply not open the door, perhaps.
All right.
Or come and report to you that, hey, there is somebody at the door that I don't recognize.
Right.
Do you want to let him in?
Yeah,
or
maybe we should check this guy out, okay.
How much of smart home tech is a big deal at the show always. What else does this how does this fit into the whole puzzle of the smart home tech? I mean, not only is he just a buddy you can ride, but will he talk to other devices?
Right. This is a very good question you bring up. In fact, we are very excited about this particular platform because Intel's collaborated with Segway to make it an open platform. What that means, the few functions that I've explained are the ones that we've already thought about, but because the developers can actually build a lot of different things on it as an open platform, we envision that this would become a hub of your home where it can communicate with other smart devices inside your home, be a control function for other smart devices, smart and connected devices.
So when you say it's an open platform, there's software out there that lets other developers sort of take that and say, hey, we see a viable application for our product to interface with the robot.
Totally. So Segway plans to first distribute a developer platform in the hands of software developers who can build new use models beyond the few that Intel and Segway are going to collaborate to build.
Very cool.
By the time the product comes to market, we hope there will be many compelling use models for it.
So in terms of actual, as a person mover, what, I know maybe you can't speak exactly on behalf of Segway, but from, what we used to see with Segway putting out, where has that sort of technology improved?
Right. So for that, I would definitely refer you to Segway because they are definitely the leaders in the world of transporter robots, and they're improving that technology as well in terms of how easy it is to use. In fact, you'll be surprised how easy it is to use.
Yeah.
We've had complete strangers who have come and never used Segway robots try this out, and it's very comfortable. But it's the new stuff that we're adding, the intelligence. Finally, it's able to recognize the world in 3D, recognize its users. Those are all the new intelligent functions that we're adding to it, which is making it really a special device.
Right. Very cool. So are we going to get more of a riding demo? Are we able to get that right now?
Or can you talk with this
Yeah.
thing too? Like,
Yeah, it has a voice interface. By the way, we are challenged here because of the
it's a little
lot of
noisy.
interference of
Yeah.
wireless, but we have shown a demonstration of this in our CEO's keynote at CES,
Right.
where you're able to voice interface with it, give it commands, and it understands and speaks back to you.
Right.
Obviously, it follows you when it's in the robot mode.
Now, right now it's in robot mode, but if someone wants to get on and ride it, it'd have to kind of go back to like,
We will-
and it'd switch gears completely.
Totally. We'll push a button, so it will go back to the transporter mode. And
Can
we,
we
in
see
fact,
that?
right before this segment, we had somebody riding it out.
Okay.
Do we have Lee here?
Oh, here we go.
Our lovely demonstration.
Yeah, I want to
Deepu
see
is
that
the technical director
transformation.
of,
That's cool. The transformation's great.
Oh, he's slowly going down, down.
So once it's gone to the transporter mode, now Lee can just ride it.
That
like
was
a
pretty
regular
quick.
Segway transporter.
And
Oh, it's like a buddy that travels with you.
yeah, absolutely. and it's got a bunch of LEDs sort of constantly buzzing around. Is there, beyond just sort of looking cool, is there sort of functionality there?
So that's if we consider the sensor and the processing technology to be hardware,
Yeah.
and the understanding to be software, we consider this to be the art. How do you make sure that the device comes across friendly to you?
Sure.
Right, the way you'll notice that it has eyes, and it's
Right.
blinking and looking cute, and when you're having a conversation with it, it will look cute and connect with you. So all of the lights that you see on this and the display with face and eyes are designed for it to be friendly. And we continue to learn more about what humans feel personal and personalized, and
Sure.
continue to improve those.
Very cool.
Some of them are obviously indicators to tell you whether the battery is low and stuff like
Right.
that. But then more, it's the personalization aspects that we are
Fantastic.
working on.
Now I hope
Very cool.
next year's CES it also grows arms that can do my dishes for
Yes.
me. You know, so like.
Now we're talking.
We actually have the arms now.
Wait, you
Okay.
have arms?
Yes,
that
so we can actually in Intel CEO's keynote, we have
Okay.
shown that we can add arms to
Oh,
it.
right.
And the robot said, wow, are these my arms? Awesome. Right?
These
So-
will be useful.
Yes, and just like in the software applications, we expect innovations. Because this will be an open platform, we expect people to come up with accessories.
Right.
ARM is just one thing.
Because
We'll
of that
expect,
open platform mentality as well, yeah.
think of you have heavy grocery,
Sure.
and you want it to carry it for you. People will come up with platforms to be attached.
My
Great.
robot pet slave. I'm all about that. Well, thank you so much for coming, Achin. I appreciate it. And thank you for showing off the very cool Segway robot buddy by Ninebot.